When an unmarried person is affected by the trick of love, the person will experience delayed marriage and late marriage. And in some cases, may never get married again. The trick of love is the trick that the devil uses to make people believe that they should marry with their love. Anyone that is deceived by any of the tricks of the devil suffers the same way Adam and Eve suffered. Whether the person has a good relationship with God or not. His weapon is trick. This is the reason some people pray and fast so much and they still suffer so much. Because prayer and fasting is not a solution to the tricks of the devil. We're going to go to the Bible today to find out the right doctrine of love. Whether the right doctrine of love is to love who you marry or to marry who you love. The second reason why you should know that loving or marrying who you love is not beneficial is that love creates vulnerability. It creates vulnerability. What do I mean by that? Anytime you love someone, you have given that person license to destroy you. Anytime you love someone, you have given that person license to destroy you. So it is not good to love someone when there is no marriage covenant protecting you, that relationship. It is always good to love when there is a marriage covenant protecting the relationship. The essence of covenants is to protect relationships. Listen, only immatures love without a marriage covenant protecting them. Only immatures love before marriage. One of the worst things that can happen to anyone on earth is to hand over his heart, his emotions to someone where there's nothing protecting the relationship. That's why so many people are betrayed. And one of the most painful experiences on earth is to be betrayed by a loved one. It is too painful. Some people are in the psychiatric homes today because they allow their emotions to be toyed with. They loved when there was no marriage covenant protecting them, and they were betrayed. Even some people still betray you when there's a covenant protecting. How much more when there's no marriage covenant? Even some people who think they love, the truth is that you can't truly love without a marriage covenant protecting you, no matter how you think you are doing it, because you have some reservations. You want to release, you are afraid, you are not really sure. I would like you to know that love was created for married people and not for singles. Emotional love, God created it for married people to be used in marriage, not before marriage. Because before marriage, there's no protection. It is suicidal to try it, to allow your emotions to be toyed with when there's no marriage covenant holding you together. It has destroyed so many people. Samson tried it in the Bible. He loved Delilah when there was no marriage covenant protecting them, and Delilah destroyed him. Many people have been destroyed because they loved when there's no marriage covenant protecting their relationship. Immatures love before marriage. Only immatures. This is not a joke. The third reason is that emotional love beclouds one's sense of reasoning. Anytime you love, you no longer reason well. Listen to this. There's nothing wrong. It is not a sin to marry who you love. Okay? But what I'm saying is that you must not marry who you love. And for you to marry who you love, make sure you have taken the decision to marry that person before allowing your emotions to be involved. Every extreme emotional state is blinding. Have you heard some people say that love is blind? Love is truly blind. I've also heard some people say that it's not blind, that these days that love see very well. Love is blind. Every extreme emotional state is blinding. When you hate someone, you no longer see any good thing in that person. When you love someone, you no longer see any bad thing in the person. So you can no longer make the right decision. So if you want to love, first ensure that that person has satisfied the biblical conditions of marriage before allowing your emotions to be involved. Because once your emotions are involved, you can no longer make the right decision. Even when friends and relatives are warning you against that relationship or against the marriage, your fears will be overcome by the love. Even when you are finding some faults, you believe that the person would change after marriage. But unfortunately, rather than the person changing, the love will change. And when the love changes, you wouldn't understand why you should remain in the marriage. Separation, divorce will take place. So this way it has been causing separation and divorce. And people don't know. The people that are coming up, the younger people, are still busy searching for love. It's amazing. Everybody is searching for, no one has found. Some people will tell you that they are found. Ask them the same question 6 months after. They will tell you, leave that stupid man. Next day they will tell you they found again. It's amazing. It's a trick. It is called the trick of love. He has been using it on this generation for a long time. I was affected by the tricks too. Until God revealed it to me, I began to read the scripture. Now, it is better once you see someone, first decide that you want to marry the person before allowing your emotions to be involved. If you read the book of Genesis, chapter 28, Jacob, when he was to marry, Isaac told him where he would choose a wife from. He said, choose a wife from one of the daughters of Laban. Laban had 2 daughters, Rachel and Leah. So, and he warned him, don't you marry any of the Canaanite daughters. And he accepted the instruction. When he left, he already knew where he was going to choose his wife from. And when he met Rachel, Rachel was the first person he met. The Bible records that he loved her. And he allowed his emotions to be involved. Because he had already taken the decision to marry from that family before. So you don't toy with your emotions. It is not good. Guard your emotions. Don't toy with it. Don't allow anybody to come and do anything he or she wants with your emotions. Your emotion is very fragile. Don't toy with it. Many people are not married today because they are looking for who they love. If you are a man and you are not yet married and you have a job and you are under the unction of my voice, I put it to you that it's because of love that you are not yet married. If there's any other reason, tell me. If you have a job, you have an accommodation, you are an adult, you are not yet married. It's because you are searching for love. You can't tell me you don't see good ladies. We have a lot of good ladies, good Christians. So some men come to my office, they say to me, Pastor, I want to get married. I say, get married now. Because I am sure that we have so many ladies that are willing to marry. But they would always say to me, Pastor, I've not found one. So once in a while, one of them may say to me, oh, Pastor, there's this lady I found in my church. She's a nice girl, but I don't love her. I will always ask, is she not a good Christian? She said, she's a very good Christian. I'm sure of that. But it's just that I don't love her. I've tried to love her, but I've tried to love her, but I don't. And I don't know why. What is happening there? The trick of love is at work. So the man may continue like that. He may eventually marry, not because he has found one that he truly loves, but because if his time is no longer on his side. He just marry one. After wasting years, several years of his life, searching for what does not exist. So the way people search for love, as if there's a particular person God has created for you that can only love you and you will love. No. It is a trick. It is a trick of the devil. There are some ladies who receive marriage proposals every now and then, but they are busy looking for love. So they are not yet married. They are still praying, they are still fasting, praying for marriage. People come, they refuse because they say to him, Pastor, I don't love him. There's this girl that came for counseling. I've been counseling with her for some time, and she came and said to me, Pastor, I have a marriage proposal. So I was happy. But to my greatest surprise, she said she didn't love the man and continued praying. Now, am I saying you should marry anybody that comes to you? No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is that love thing is a trick. If you have a genuine reason for not marrying somebody, fine, it will be understandable. Not telling me you don't love the person. What do you know about love? Married people have not learnt about love. How much more people who are not married? That's an unmarried person can never learn about love, because that unmarried person has never practiced true emotional love, because there's no covenant, marriage covenant holding the marriage together. You can only practice true emotional love. For you to release your heart fully, it's only when you are sure the marriage has taken place. I know what I'm telling you. A sister came to my office. She said to me, Pastor, I have two men in my life. One I love, one I don't love. Listen now. The one I love has not said anything to me. The one I don't love has proposed to me. What is at work there? The trick of love. So what we have, we don't appreciate. What we don't have, we appreciate. And that other man that she loves will have another woman that he loves, but the woman does not love him. I don't know. It is a trick. It is a trick. A trick. The whole generation is being deceived by this trick. So it's a major cause of delayed marriage. Major cause of delayed marriage. Anytime you see somebody and the person wants to marry, especially a man, after meeting a lady, does not have a sound reason, a good reason for not marrying her, is because of love. He will say, Pastor, I don't have any feelings. I don't want to marry and be looking at other women. The person is being deceived by the trick. The devil is giving him reasons to telling him what to say. He does not want to marry and look outside. That's the word they use, outside. But the truth is that if you follow the God's doctrine of love, you will not look outside, because the God's doctrine of love is love who you marry. So why should you look outside? So unmarried people believe that they must marry who they love, because if they don't love this person, how are they going to live? But the one they love, do you know that people who are separating are people who married who they love? Have you ever thought of that? Or I think they did not love themselves before marriage. Hello? That the people who married who they love. People who focus on loving who they marry, they don't separate too. Because love was never the reason they got married. So when the love comes down, it does not affect them. It goes up, it makes the relationship sweeter. That was why our forefathers had a better marriage system than us. They did not marry who they love. They loved who they married. They focused on loving whoever they marry. They never focused on marrying who they love. In some cases, they married people without seeing them. Just like the Bible. And listen, before 1970 in Africa, the whole of Africa, we had less than 1% delayed marriage. We also had less than 1% divorce rate. People were marrying and very few people were divorcing. That means they had a better marriage system by all standards. And guess what? Why did they have a better marriage system? I tell you, because they focused on loving whoever they marry. They were not marrying who they love. That is one of the reasons they had a better marriage system than us. A man may see his friend's wife pregnant, and you say to the friend, if your wife puts to bed, if it's a female, my son will marry her. They will accept, and bride price will be paid. Close up, they tell her your wife is in Kaduna or somewhere. She will travel, meet the person. Good evening, sir. Marriage takes place. They start living together, and they love themselves. But we have been deceived.
This message was brought to you courtesy of partners of Covenant Singles and Married Ministries. If you'd like to be a financial partner and change millions of lives, contact us today on 0806 2859 890 or 0802 7173 678. God bless you.